Hey everyone, Blair Ballin with BlairBallinTV.com. Welcome back to the show. Wanted to thank you for watching. And today I wanted to discuss something that I feel could be of tremendous impact on our economy and more specifically the real estate world. The other day we were filming the BS show, the Blair Stevens show, also called the BS show. And one of the things that was discussed afterwards based on all the questions and comments that we've had, something that came up is a program which is currently being tested, and the name of the program is called HEFI, and it stands for Home Equity Fractional Interest. A couple years ago, I was speaking with a couple people. They asked me what I thought could help improve the foreclosure crisis, and certainly I'm not going to take credit for it, and I'm sure thousands of other people came up with this idea too, is essentially if someone is going to be selling their home, if someone doesn't want to do a short sale and a foreclosure is out of the question, what can be done to keep that person in their home and lower their payment? Loan modifications would be great if they worked. It's my understanding as high as 90% of the loan mods that are out there end up defaulting in 6 months. So I don't really think they work, or I don't really think most of them work. I'm sure some of them work very well. But the bottom line is there's still a lot of people out there, probably including yourself, that want to stay in your home, but you've either heard about the next door neighbor renting their house, which is the exact same house as yours, but next door for $1,000 a month, whereas your payment is $2,000. And then you've heard about the person across the street that did the short sale, walked away, and they're off living somewhere else for even cheaper than that. So you've thought to yourself, how would I be able to stay in my home, truly stay in my home, versus all this other advertising out there that's saying they're going to do a short sale but help you stay in your home, which really doesn't help you stay in your home, they just help you do a short sale. Come up with a program that actually allows you to stay in your home, do a loan modification, and also, and probably just as important, make the bank happy. And I know we all have our opinions of the banks, but putting that aside, how can we come up with a program that accomplishes that too? And in my opinion, from what I've heard so far, and it's just preliminary, is the HEFI program. And this is just awesome. Essentially, again, I don't know all the details, so I don't want to have anyone quote me on this, but essentially what happens is, let's say you owe $500,000 on your home, and the home is worth $250,000. The bank or banks agree to cut down your mortgage to $250,000. I'm assuming also your payment to make it the equivalent of what a payment would be on a $250,000 mortgage given current interest rates, potentially. And this is where I'm not too sure on all the details, but basically, if let's say you agree to sell, or if you do sell your home in 5 years and the home goes up to $300,000, you've now, putting aside fees and all that kind of stuff, you've made $50,000, the bank agrees to take, and you agree to give the bank a percentage of that gain. So if it's 10%, 20%, whatever, let's just assume 20%, you've made $50,000, 20% is $10,000, so the bank gets $10,000 in 5 years, you get to stay in your home with a happy payment, it gets people kept in their homes across the whole country, and this program is just absolutely awesome. And if it lines up how I think it does, it will solve pretty much almost all of the problems out there. It will create a successful loan modification, it will allow people to stay in their homes, and it will give the bank an incentive to be able to do this. Sure, they're going to have to cut their losses, but, you know, whatever. It's better than a short sale because the borrower, the homeowner, gets to stay in the home that they once bought and they once loved until everything started happening in the real estate market. And it avoids foreclosures, it saves the bank's monies on foreclosures, it's absolutely brilliant. So I encourage, if you're a homeowner, to ask your local realtor about it, or ask me, and certainly other legal advice that you can find. And if you're a realtor, consult with other people that you might know about this to make sure that it is available in your area, and to see if it's an option, because this is what will help improve America's economy one home at a time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next show.